Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
Deja vu. My mind has never met you, but my heart is so familiar with you. Like an accustomed sentimentality, I remember just like each and every morning do. Unexpected concurrences are sometimes arranged by charismatic souls long before physical entities meet. Rigorous connections that feel so familiar, almost like a cadence hue that's gradually subdued gracefully with elements. All while the heart beats on the same rhythm as both soul drum beats. Sometimes soulmates comes around just to serve a certain purpose only. Maybe to remind you that it's okay to live blissfully or be redirected to where you need to be. Different times, different paths collide, mirror mind subsides while reality speaks and exposes you to the true meaningful flashes in life that is more amplified, and yet I remain mystified. Deja vu. My mind has never met you, but my heart, I swear, is so familiar with you. Like an accustomed sentimentality, I remember just like each and every morning do. Butterflies swarming deep down in my core, even your scent, I'm accustomed. Smell like I've already explored. This stage has played the same tune before, pausing and rewinding while our past shadow sits in the audience rooting for an encore. Fire burns slow, easily without any effort. Shared thoughts become pleasures. Ambience working behind the scenes with their own unpretentious endeavors. And magically, our paintbrushes dance along our canvases and colored rain on our deserts, causing flowers to bloom in present continuous situations, intensely impactful, unexplained elations. This deja vu has woken my past lifetime in a preconceived vibration. No matter how hard I attempt to comprehend it, it will always take more than a modest meditation. Deja vu. My mind has never met you, but my heart is so familiar with you. Like an accustomed sentimentality, I remember just like each and every morning do. Poem.
I desire. I desire to be lifted higher than that kiss that leaves me floating for days through galaxies unknown, where shooting stars meet Milky Ways and planets rotate, creating our own solar system. I desire. The love that makes me never question our loyalty, and the only question she has is which coming we ride into the moon. Stargazing, learning each other's outer limits as we orbit around, not allowing gravitational pulls from others to bring us down. I desire for her to climb on her favorite rocket ship as we bounce around like meteors before her planet is washed over by showers. Building supernovas by day, asteroids by night, we up like the sun. I desire to be your moon and you see me whether I'm quarter or full. Just know behind the clouds I'm whole, ready for the one that allows me to create high tides. I want to be the diamond planet rich to my core, temperature so hot no human can steal my shine. Study me like astronomy, astrology leaving all the signs. I desire something outside this atmosphere, but I keep getting sucked into the black hole that now has opened up and let me in. And that's my piece.
Was I supposed to choose the things I would see, like violence or addiction, and knowing with ambition? Nah, see me, I always felt there was greater. And sooner, not later, see though young, I couldn't pretend that I wanted to be one of these hens in a coop with a loop and no end. So I flew. And from pain, light grew. The pain was transmuted, and see, I always knew it. I was one of the few that would be a beacon of light, and I shine so bright. It looked like fun, 'cause see, I am the sun, and not just Leo rising, but divine alignment. Paying attention to the signs, and it took time, man. But here I am, on a divine assignment.
In the sound of the drum, there's a rattle that is almost silent. One might explain it as an angel pissing on cotton. The rattle is a freedom song that has been patched together by the dreams of those seeking unmitigated joy. It's a quilt of post-internal rebellion setting sediments. Go ahead, rattle, baby, rattle. Rattle on, make sure humans can hear it, make sure it sounds more like a rumble, make it a bellow, transform it into a beacon for the unfree. Dance to the drum, for it is no longer a drum of war, it is now a percussion of liberation. Let your soul lead the way, dance. Don't choreograph, don't plan, let every foot and ankle outward twist be organic. Let your breath release in kente patterns into the clouds, rain dance your blackness, precipitate your melanin celebrations onto the crowns of the unfree. Go viral with yourself. Dance. Let every turn of hip and dip of shoulder broadcast God's presence. Dance. Your black into Americans' fragilities. Dance your black into the brainwashing silos of white children who are being programmed into hate. Let those black babies feel your freedom in their chests. Give them no options to be free. Give them no options to be free. Give them no options to be free. Let those black babies feel your freedom. Be your most authentic, tick black free self, even when the world is aiming missiles of its fear at the black family tree. Let those children be free.
You are my obsession. A collection of questions etched into my hippocampus. My university prepared me for this. Even so, I still fourth chair in the corner wobble when you arrive on the scene. Novels I've read don't have as much character. What I've witnessed are parameters instilled, and though it would fit bill, I paid for something else. Never monetary, being honest, very quiet, almost cost me something that I prayed for aloud. You'll stay here for now. But I know what happens when I want to hawk Tony Danza, Caduro, Maduros, the only thing sweeter than breathe again. I'm Braxton the way I fancy you. All night I wish to slow dance with you. Non-hallucination, you exist outside of my dreams. Old school swag, your vibe be Nivea, big hoops and cinema. Middle name Vanessa, the way your thighs be comfort zone. I'm thought about doing this a different way. Shy guy, but that would never make our towns end up with each other. If I had 5 heartbeats like Hakuza, I still foul out. WNBA, we never believed again after striking out the first time. Reverse flash or reverse time like the flash, it will never undo what was done. Let's put our streak into this new recipe. Take 2, 3, never mind how many to get it right as long as we get it. Remove glands, don't sweat it. The heat is on, but I'm trying to remain as cool as the saxophone. Snacks and poems got me the 7+ area code. Long distance or handoff, I'm equipped for either. Stacey Adams or sneakers. Frequent flyer on cloud, you know what number goes in spot. In rows we plot, the how and all the possibilities that come with it. Will you come with me, like Mallory Quinn?
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yeah, y'all already know we lit. Welcome back to another week of Uncut Dopeness, man. Thank you for everybody who tap in and support us week after week, man. Y'all really the superstars, no doubt. Believe that. If this your first time, howdy. Welcome in, y'all, and I hope y'all hit that subscribe button so y'all know when we lit every time. I hope everybody had a day like y'all smiles. I'm talking about big and beautiful. And if that ain't your smile, close your mouth. Something on you might be big, baby. Just big yourself up in a way. Speaking of big support, man, we've been getting in P.P.C. has been off the hook. Thank you to everybody who put that vote out, man. Y'all did y'all diggity. This week, the rewind definitely went to Mr. G Dash Jones. And the way he was dashing in them comments, grabbing them words, I wasn't even surprised that he got the rewind. And y'all just saw that amazing spotlight from the one and only Illustrious the Poet, who book is dropping soon, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. If y'all missed last week's show, don't worry. We is 25-8. Get down. What you waiting for? Don't go now. But as soon as we get off of here, you can tap into the one that was last week and see how they really was coming, man. Speaking of the show, let's get this one right here started, yo. Let's go. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch a couple things around, man. My first guest is a published author, performance artist, and overall lover of painting pictures with his words. And tonight, the king is here to take us on a journey. So y'all help me welcome Joseph Reuben Fuller. Yo, King, you got to unmute, take that time.
Good evening. How is everybody?
Oh, man, I'm Gucci. I'm feeling good tonight, man. I'm glad to have y'all in the house, man. Anytime I got some good poets in the house, I'm having a good night. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. I talked junk and told y'all to give me short bios. I didn't know y'all was going to do me, one line me and stuff. I was like, hold up. I know they ain't doing me like this. So we're going to learn about you at the same time. How long have you actually been doing poetry?
Before I start, there's always a problem I have about, I always get told that my bios are too short, but I always like my work does the talking for me. But as far as your question, I've been writing poetry since a little kid, 10 years old. But as far as performing, like being on stage, I've been on stage since 16, so 24 years on the stage.
Talk about lineage. That's what I'm talking about. I love to hear that, especially for somebody like me that's just up and coming. We get to get a little say that. You're supposed to put that in the bio. See, I would have had 1,001 questions before the show even started. You see how you did me? Now I'm gonna be up here trying to figure out how to fit all these questions in to this little bit of time that we got on this day. So big downs to you for that one. Okay, so 20 years, so what is if you could give advice to a newcomer, what would it be?
Find your own lane. Don't get caught up as far as sounding like everybody else or the newest trend, the newest concept. You'll fare off better and stand out when you have your own style, and when your work is more authentic as far as trying to fit in, just because that's what's going to get the most snaps and the most applause when you go to a show.
Facts. So be yourself. I hear that one. All right. So what place would be like your top place that you performed or that you want to? 20 years, you probably done did it, been there, done that. What's your place? Give me two.
I traveled I traveled also in West Palm, Florida was a big thing for me. And then also in New York, the New Yorican Poets Cafe. That's like the mecca of poetry for us. So performing there, my knees was wobbling the first time, but just being there and knowing, just feeling the vibes of many great poets that came before me, it was a great experience.
Nah, that's huge. Big, man, because at the end of the day, I've heard that name a couple times, and I'm not from New York, but I've heard that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all up from there. We're going to talk about this book. Let me see if I can get myself a talking while this thing is going at the same time. Oh, I can big myself up. You can hear me. This is the book the King got out right now. Y'all got to go check it out. He's going to tell us where the book is available. He can actually unmute himself and come on up and tell us, boom, look at there. I tell you, 15 seconds, I be on and popping with these things. So where can the people find the book?
You can find it on Amazon, Amazon.com. Just type in where to Joseph Thomas. That's my actual name. Joseph Reuben Fuller is my stage name. So type that in. And then you get it there. And then obviously whenever I go out, that's one thing I always tell poets, like have material with you. Like you never know. You may go to some place, nobody's gonna buy my work. And then that one person is gonna ask you for something and you're gonna look, oh, I don't have anything. That's the worst feeling. Knowing that somebody wanted to buy something from you and you don't have it.
Big facts on that, man. That's why we like the corner around here. We truly the corner. We be pushing books out of the trunk, out of our backpacks, coming out the back pocket. Yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So, are we talking corner prices with this book? So what we talking? We talking less than the 7, 3, 5? How much is the book?
Oh no! My books are $10. I'm also a performance artist, so like I put my work on music. So any DSPs, JosephReubenFuller.com is my website. I have 3 albums on there. Push play, the music comes on.
Hey man, that's dope. We definitely gonna have to go into our P.P.C group and drop some of your music in there so we can actually see what's going on. Y'all know I be slow rolling with the comments. I see you, AK, over here piping it up over here, then laughing and everything. So what's the first piece that you giving us tonight, King?
The first piece is entitled Norm the From Break A, Reverse a Break from the Norm.
It was a long name. I got the reverse from the norm. So let me get my normal ass out of here. Let me just leave. I'm rude.
If I was to put it down, hot handle, would I be able to? No cane. Seeing eye dog, ginger braille, stale if put to the side. You know what I'm talking about, right? On my hip, holster, what I draw pictures with, perfect. How I pour my soul out. Barefoot, running man, fruit by the labor, my neighbor, boring holes drawing role reversal, rehearsal, rehimsal, getting into tip-top shape if I slip-stop take this gift of gab and gag my mouth with acid, an arachnid, an acme anvil, drop me if stand still or too tranquil, or if I permanently trade the quill for a quilt, or if guilt has me on a peninsula +1 with Gilligan. If I cast away my fear of failure with a time handkerchief by saying, I'm the bomb, rearrange my atoms, take my apple and I, spit shine both, kidnap the apple of my eye, make sure we don't elope, unseal my private envelopes, and make sure a kiss from a rose will leave my face scarred and wither away into nothingness. I have nothing left. If I feel I'm too good to one day not lose to a tortoise or haircut, my hair, India says she is not her hair, but my goal while I'm here is to make you all feel irie, not idle me. American with wanting to conquer, but pure British when saying victory is not a cup of tea. The reason why I don't etch a sketch my style to be cookie cutter to a T, an orator Booker T. Washington's and negativity, not chasing waterfalls TLC, but I can use some TLC from someone on the look left. She looks right. I don't like to be chilly, but I love to eat their tea. Bosnia, not just said to complete the cipher. Everything I write has a purpose. Nia, Bosnia is located on the Balkan Peninsula, my birthplace, cup of tea. Gilligan, my father, but I won't take that subject much farther just to further this piece this all together, and it is now complete. Hope I iron it well enough for you. Thank you.
Well, no, it ain't no fire, man, but that shit was fire, man. Yo, that shit was definitely fire. It was so fire. I'm gonna have to go back and rewind that bitch for myself. He said so much in that one right there. I'm gonna have to go back and slow it down so I can catch it, because y'all know how I am with words. I made up a couple that I was gonna come up here and be like, "Did you say?" But I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna embarrass myself like that." But we're gonna keep this show going, man. Look, my next guest is a big friend, man. If y'all are part of P.P.C, I share one of the biggest reasons that my rising continue to be grand throughout the day. You know, you can come in there and definitely vibe for free. But not only is it a vibe, yo, I have connected with some of the most amazing people. And this queen happens to be one of them. She's a choreographer with a background in ballet, modern, and more. A lover of all things art, musically inclined, and a poet that has been nice with her pen. So y'all already know I'm here to welcome Cam. Let's go. Cameo, what's up?
Hey.
How you feeling tonight, Queen? How you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling good.
I mean, we always up like the sun. Even when it's dark, we up like the sun. You heard me. So it's a blessing to even have you on here. For everybody who be watching my TikTok, y'all know we done collabed on a couple dances. We're going to end the show tonight with one. I'm excited about that. So let's talk about it. How long have you actually been, I'm going to say it wrong again, choreographing?
I've always wanted to be a choreographer. So
Yeah.
even when I was just tiny, I was dancing, making up dances. My mom, one day, I'm crying and stuff. I'm like, man, I want something special. Everybody got something special. And she's like, you do. You make up dances. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? You're right. I do love dancing. So I've been wanting to be a choreographer since 5, like since the womb, really.
So that's your purpose. So basically, you're walking in your purpose and you're having fun and loving every bit of it. You can't go wrong with that. How long have you been pushing that pen too? Because I mean, like, you do art in so many different ways. Dance is art. For everybody who don't know that, dance is definitely an art form, and you push your pen too. So, like, how long have you been pushing that pen?
So I've always kind of written music. So I've always written like little raps when I was young and stuff like that. And so I was always into writing in that way. When I was in my early 20s, that's when I really started doing poetry. I realized how therapeutic it was. I was like, hold on, this actually feels good to get this stuff out. And so that's when I really got into poetry tough, is when I was in my early 20s.
Yo, I'm starting to realize that that's the true sense of a poet or a spoken word artist. Is they're going to say it's therapeutic in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. That's when you know that your pen is really moving or doing something for you, because it doesn't matter what it's doing for everybody else. As long as it's doing something for you, then we in the house. So what's the first piece you hitting us with tonight?
So the first piece is called Charles Allen.
Charles Allen. Let me get out of here. I knew an Edgar Allan. Wait a minute. I read about him in school. Never mind.
Okay. Dear friend, the pain won't end. I know your spirit is with me, but sometimes I just don't have it in me to pretend I don't miss you here physically. From late night venting sessions about trauma, no place to call home, all family estranged, and being all alone, I remember the concern in your face and your tone. I remember you opening up your home. When all had abandoned me, you never chose to run. Instead, you showed me love. And what a horrible friend I was. No idea how to show love, no respect for what you own. The friend you were, I was incapable of. I'm sorry. 10 years later, I did my best to show you how much you meant. I had no idea, as physical friends, we didn't have much time left. I told you, Dick. Oh, God. I told you daily how much I loved and appreciated you, but the feeling of being too late was inescapable. Dear friend, to who will I vent? The only man to show me what real love is. Now who will be my best friend? Maybe this is what I get, the karma of being the worst friend. The lesson has been learned, and now it's my turn to be the type of friend you were. The type of friendship that should have been earned. I'm paying it forward now. And to you, I vow to show everyone I can what I learned from my best friend.
Man, y'all, I think I lost a little bit of my fairy dust on that piece got me so messed up just there. I can't even press the dang on button. I was trying to get Shim to come up. AK came up. Shim didn't come up, but AK definitely came up. I was trying to get Shim to come up. Yo, when poets are open like that and share pieces that touch me like that, like I don't even have to ask what inspired the piece, but what I will say is that, yo, you learned a lesson. You definitely learned a lesson, because I could tell you what I just told you the other day in the comments. Girl, you got G cups around here. Grateful. You know what I'm talking about? Big gratitude and a great friend on top of everything. So, yo, I appreciate you definitely coming with that piece. Let me see if I can go ahead and so that was brought to you by CapCut and also played 20 hours later, because I pressed that thing when Cam first came off. But y'all already know, man, how the computer be computering sometime on me. So it's up from here. Let's get it, man. My next king I admire, actually recently went to my first poetry workshop, which was amazing, by the way, and no doubt it was led by this distinguished poet from Detroit, Michigan. He has been a significant mark on the poetry world with his powerful spoken word performances. He has captivated audiences over 100 institutions, including Cornell and UC St. Hitsville, USA Motown Mike Challenge champion. In addition to his stage presence, King is also a dedicated educator, leading workshops and youth development programs. His commitment to fostering creativity is evident in his role as an instructor and a poet in residence. As a member and a founder of several poetry slam teams, founder of 3 collectives, and influential poetry series, he has played a crucial role in the community, building a global poetry. His international presence is further highlighted by his collaborations with well-known recording artists, amplifying his impact on the global scale. But tonight we is getting it in on the corner with Mr. Omari. Bars there. Yo, King. That word was adversary. You see how I got tongue?
Hey, they just words. They don't get in the way. Words only get in the way when we have malicious intent. That's all. Okay, I'm not sure, Poppy. You've been freezing a lot. I don't know if I'm freezing as well.
I hope not, because I am I freezing? I mean,
Yeah,
they need
you're
to pause
freezing.
for the
At least on
rain.
my side.
They got to
At least on
pause
my
for this
side, you were
section.
freezing.
That's all. They just need to pause and see this shit for real, up close and personal. Y'all got to get every side of this thing. You got it. Now, I can't tell if you're free. You're not freezing on my side. And if I am freezing, then I just told you the computer. Because it did freeze on me earlier, because it definitely did not play that flyer. So I believe that eyes froze out here in this world. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
okay. We good now. We good now.
Yeah. So let's talk about lineage. So I already know you've been in the game for a long time. So I'm gonna ask you the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though you bigged me up, because I took the seminar and it was absolutely amazing, y'all. I cannot big this thing up enough on how amazing I felt when I left out of that room. I learned so much about myself just by writing haikus. And then a piece that we all should have been fighting him about, because he had us in there like, yo, why are we doing this though? What is going on? But I learned that I wasn't a surface runner, and I appreciate you for that. So what advice would you give to the newcomers?
One thing is be authentic all the time. Make sure you don't cross the lines of plagiarism, because there's a lot of that out here, right? But be authentic in your own message, right? Like don't try to make yourself something you're not. Like we all want to hear your story, exactly your story. We don't really want to hear the make believe stuff that you want people to believe about you. We kind of see through that, and if people don't see through it initially, they'll see it through it eventually. The other thing is make sure when you select which name you're going to be performing under, you can live with it. Because even if you decide one day it doesn't fit you anymore and you try to change it, it's going to be hard to change. So I go by Omari King Wise. That's my Omari and King. And King and Wise is a translation of my first and middle name. So I
Okay.
could always live with that. But I prefer Omari Barksdale, but some people still say King Wise, um, which I'm cool with because I can live with either one. But make sure you ain't Big Booty Freak 77, 93, and then you get old as hell and you got 17 grandchildren. You don't want that reflecting. Also, what you do now is recorded now and it'll be playable in the future. So make sure you're authentic and make sure you are name wise who you intend to be.
Hey man, message received.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't receive it, that was definitely a message. Y'all better start listening. All right, so places that you perform, because you've performed in so many different avenues and places. Like, but what is like, if you could say, if you could go back to this place every week and the energy is the same, and you just feel like you at home at this place, cheers, where everybody know your name type shit.
Yeah.
Where would that be?
So, damn, that's a good question because it's a lot of places, but I will say,
Okay, okay,
hmm,
okay. Hold on. I'll make it easier. Give me your most comfortable place to perform and your favorite place to perform, because those could be different.
so my most comfortable place was the venue I really got going in, Key Club, rest in peace, Sparrow. He was the host and the curator of that. Um, that's actually what I was going to say.
Okay.
Um, and what was the second one? Comfortable, and then what was the other one?
Your most favorite place.
Yeah. So I think okay. Let me remix this just a little bit. My favorite place to perform is a combination of places, and what I mean by that is I don't know if I've ever loved performing as much as I did at any national poetry slam I got on stage at, right? So when I was on a team representing Detroit, every year was in a different city. But to me, it was the same stage because it was poets I loved in the room. It was audience members that was there to see the slam. And it was more about the poetry and the camaraderie than it was the slam. So my favorite place to perform is in a room full of poets from around the country that I love and an audience that is there to hear the actual words.
This is why y'all hear this. This is why I admire this man. Not only his pen, but his mindset. Perception is everything. We could be on the biggest stages in the world, but if it's not filled with the love that we want to feel it, we empty. We in an empty room. So big man, you just said something huge just then. I can spend all night up here running my yapper. Y'all know I can, so but I ain't gonna do it. What's the first piece you're gonna get into for us tonight, King?
I think I'm gonna do a piece called "Hard Girl."
Hard girl.
So that, because my work is in gender-based violence and healthy masculinity. So
Okay.
I like to make sure when I'm in a space with women, and of course this broadcast is going out to women, especially Black women, they know where my heart is as it relates to Black women. So
Ooh,
this
I
is just
love that. Big us up, because I am a Black woman. I am that queen, so big me up. I love that. Let me get up out of here, man. I see my big friends. I see you, Nisi Pooh. Yeah, let's go.
all right. I wish I could rip up your concrete so I could see what truth lies beneath. You keep shelling yourself from the world, but I'm compelled to be more than words to you. See, my sunshine is always incomplete as long as you live in between heartbeats. Sometimes, baby, I'm like an alien in your planet, visiting only till you discover I want to uncover the real you. I want to design an atmosphere that's free of fear, where it's clear that my intention is to complement your ascension. See, someday you'll experience sun rays and live life to give birth to new days. So let me crack your stone exterior and swim to your depths and make you smile till there's no hard girl left. I like to raise you to the sky so the sun can catch your thighs. God can touch your eyes and the wind can catch your sighs. I like to walk with you in moments where the world don't exist, just us, with no memories beyond you and me. I want you to see a new reality where knuckles don't deface beauty and words don't demolish esteem. Bitch ain't your name and you're more than a figurine. A place where love don't hurt and unwanted hands don't curiously climb up skirts. See, I know it's hard for you to not be so hard in such a hard world where some brothers make it hard for you to not be a hard girl. Because some cats, they just won't let you be you. They want you to step down to their sick ass point of view. See, in their eyes, you're just a mannequin rocking the red thong. But in my eyes, you're an orgasm that lasts a lifelong. Be strong, be peaceful, but be wise. Because whack ass niggas come in good brother disguises. Hiding behind lies and misrepresentations, chilling in the shadows, stalking and waiting and anticipating the moment you become weak. And that's when he comes over to speak. Catching you at your worst time, then they get in your mind and change your perception of time. See, now you sipping wine to make you forget you were dying, but this slime, brother, made you feel like shit. And I'm prepared to be patient and all. And I'm more than willing to tear down these old walls, but since I wasn't the architect, it's a pain in the neck to figure out which brick to take down next. See, I want our nights to be full of frozen grapes, back rubs, and Kama Sutra. It's ironic that niggas from the past keep fucking up our future. I wish I could change your pain. I wish our mail would come to the same address with matching last names, but that would be too easy. I guess my path is to clean this mess left by brothers that did you sleazy, but that's cool. Because I treasure you in the light that God shines and measure you on a scale built with the divine design. I guess it's the sign of times for you to be called a canine instead of being enshrined as the mother of mankind. You're more than a behind for us to use to unwind. These brothers need a spine, and maybe we need to rewind time and give them lessons on your essence, because it's a blessing to be in your presence. See, I know it's hard to not be so hard in such a hard world, but some brothers make it hard for you to not be a hard girl. But you can't let these negative moments own you or control you. Find a real loving brother to love you or console you, because as long as you wear a slab of concrete, your life will forever be incomplete. It's time you recognize your real potential, because the beauty of a queen is essential. Check it out. A good woman is like a moon to a man. She makes his tide rise, and it subsides with the sunrise. There'll never be a good he without a good she to stand adjacent. And to the good he should never be complacent without penalty. Not from some ghost in the sky, but from a real force that exists that we know is the most high. So, sister, I beg you to empower your soul and watch as your new wisdom gives power to your goals. It won't be easy because the mountain is high. The measurement is in water, but the fountain's in the sky. So stand strong as the mother of nations and put down your guard. Accept your blessings, spread love, and learn when to be hard. I know it's hard to not be so hard. It's such a crazy world, but life gets better when you're no longer a 24/7 hard girl.
Man, that shit just blew through here like a lonely $20 bill on the way to a stripper to the pole. In other words, it mattered. Let's go.
Yo, that shit big matter. You heard me? Big the king up. You know what I love? I love a king that knows how to place his queen up here. Even the queen that ain't his, he know we belong to him because we are women and the king is supposed to protect. You gotta love that, man. I'm feeling real good in this thing tonight. He just big me all the way up. He say you ain't always gotta be hard. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all better listen to him. You ain't always gotta be hard. But I got the Wi-Fi and I got the work wife in the room tonight and the big friends. Oh, we going in tonight, y'all. We is up. Y'all already know I'm about to bring Joseph back around. After that piece right there, we got to bring another king back around here and see what's happening. Ooh, king stand up. Yes. Yo, I'm on cloud 15 right now. You there, King?
I'm right here.
Hey, hey, man, we is on fire tonight. That piece right there just blazed me up. That was amazing, man. So, woo! I already know the energy's up. So, you feeling it?
I'm feeling it, definitely.
That's what I'm talking about. So let's talk about this book a little bit. What kind of book is it?
So basically, there was a time in my life where I was just trying to figure things out. I was a pre-K teacher at the time. I lost my job, and I was just trying to figure things out. And my daughter was coming on along the way, and I became a taxi driver. So the book is basically different stories. So I was a taxi driver in my town, and stories galore.
I can only imagine, right? I can only imagine. I can't. What was it? Taxi cab confessions or something that used to come
Yeah,
on back
exactly.
in the
So
day.
my hours were I work 6 days a week, 5 in the evening and 5 in the morning. So
Woo, that was some long hours. I'm gonna. What's
mhm.
the second piece you're giving us tonight?
Second piece is entitled Replenished.
I replenish, and man, I feel replenished after that piece I just heard. Well, y'all ain't see all these queens in the comments. They said, "Talk to them nice, talk to them nice." I'm out of here.
I left my therapist on a high note. Before the edibles took me on a love boat, I wrote miracles that rival Negro spirituals, eyes soaked in mystery and how my quotes were memorized by me, myself, and daylight come now me want come home. To the place where poems were signed, sealed, and deliveries were tailor-made to make Miss Elizabeth wonder what made Randy savage. Don't, until I become slim from Jim's this marriage. Had no vows but vows, miscarriages, but found the baby and the bathwater disparaging with the remarks until I learned that the edit has earned as much glory as the final copy. Written, it was. On the backs of receipts, light bills, and eviction notice, conviction notice, the subscription focused on what was paid, not necessarily what I was paying for. I paid the price to get my sanity back and still left it on top shelf in mason jars. Joseph Nines can't compete with Ticonderoga, though they're from the same company. The company I keep make the eye of a needle proud. I jack trips and curries in a proud Mafia 3 couldn't put the bank on it. Obviously, I'm the one they call when they want something properly done. You can now put together your middle and thumb. Rule of being lied to made me numb. So I link in parks as opposed to home address. Is this prose or elite madness? Thank you.
Boy, no cap. Like if I took this cap off, you'll still be locked and loaded like me. Let's go.
Yeah, we be locked and loaded around here, man. It's going down. Do y'all feel it? I can feel it. I don't know, man. Look, what our song say? I feel the chakras on the rise. I'm up here, y'all. Tonight is lit for me. So, man, let's go. Cam, it's up.
Hey.
Hey man, I want to tell you that I appreciate you being that vulnerable, especially and this is your first time. For everybody who don't know, we is popping Cam's cherry tonight right here on P.P.C. So I appreciate the fact that you're not scared. You know what I'm saying? Like you are actually allowing your words to really be therapy for you. And touch other people in ways that maybe can help them go through, get to a faster place than where you got to it, because we all, when we grieving, we all going through and we go through it in our own stages. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't know I'm grieving right now. That's why I don't say good morning, because I'm really mourning and it's nothing good about it. So I always say grand risings. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Big love to you and hugs to you too for doing that.
Thank you. Hugs to you too, for sure.
Facts. So I have to ask, do you feel better writing the piece or do you feel better spitting the piece?
I feel better probably writing the piece just because this is all new for me. But I definitely felt good writing it, getting it out because I'm saying it out loud and stuff as I'm writing it and stuff, and so I still was able to say it, but I definitely felt more comfortable writing it.
Now you did a good job saying it too, and even the emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because that emotion shows that it's real. So a lot of people try to hide, like Omari say, like be your true self. No matter what you're doing and how you doing it, it's important to be you because he only made one me for a reason, baby. The world probably could only handle one of this or one of you, or if he even made you in a two. Still, y'all are individually different in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's only one you for a reason. So I appreciate you coming on and doing that. So what's the second piece you giving us?
So the second piece I'm giving is about my children,
All
and
right.
it's called neurotism.
Neurotism. How many kids you got?
4.
All right, then I got double that. I got 8. Talk about I'm down to my last 3. You laughing? I'm serious. I done smoked everything but crack. No, I'm down to my last 3 and loving it, baby. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. 2 neurotypical babies and 2 with autism. Both I thought I'd understand super clear because as a child, both were near. But see, autism is a spectrum. So I went from hear my baby sister speak at 3 to never hear my children speak to me. I'm overworking, giving my autism everything I have. My neurotypicals asking, why does it seem like we're last? Questioning if I have favorites when all I want is for them all to make it through the challenges they're already faced with. Add nonverbal, and it's unknown what's available. My autism babies are superheroes as they sign and guide my hand so that I understand what it is that they demand. Sometimes my neurotypicals don't really understand, voicing things like, I wish they didn't have autism. But that's when I tell them the outburst, overexcitement, and different ways of learning is a part of us all as human beings. It just takes the perfect storm to bring out these things. But I can't deny my feelings. It gets tough to discipline and explain, and I certainly yearn for the day my babies speak my name. My neurotypicals are heavyweights in talent. The importance of emotional flow, they understand it. Engulfed in sheer wonder of them, I think I couldn't have planned this. My autisms make me grateful for my Capricorn stellium. See, I got employed as a tool as to not pay over $80,000 a year for this private school. Fighting school systems when it's supposed to be about what's best for the children, sometimes I'm tired. Tired of, oh, you poor divorced mother of 4. When of course I know this isn't the end or all I have in store. But I'm a mother of 4 that's grateful and desires more. So no matter the imbeciles with the stereotypical, wow, you pay a lot, are you on Section 8? I'm just gonna be great. And me and my babies are gonna bake cake. Sometimes play video games and stay up late. One thing's for sure is we're gonna meditate, journal, set intentions, and create. Because I want to show my neurotisms how much joy and knowledge life has in it. Before I go, I want them to know mommy literally does magic, making sure that everything you want and need, you have it. My neurotisms, with all you have in you, be the best you can be. Because mommy won't always be here physically. Peace.
All that black girl magic. Come back, say all that black girl magic. Yo, I love that shit.
Yo, definitely Black Queen magic. Yo, you are the superhero yourself while you over here talking that jump, man, to be able to withstand you. We wouldn't even be able to look at you every day. You in tea room every day, bigging people up, smiling, sending hearts, sending love, and you over there powerful. Powerful, building on what you got, y'all. I love it, man. For real, for real. The poems, man, the poems tonight have just touched my soul and my spirit, and I just appreciate them for real, man. Queen, shout out to you for real. Let's go. Y'all know we finna shut this thing on down tonight, man. Shoo! That last piece. So So how long ago did you write that piece?
I wrote, so this next piece I'm gonna read, I wrote both of those pieces in my hotel room in Nebraska in 2004.
And they still hitting with relevance like 2004. I'm telling y'all, it's like how back in the day we had tape decks. Y'all, some of y'all might not know who watching this, but we had tapes, and when they pop, we used to take the little piece of tape and wrap it around it and try to put it back together, and it just skipped that little part. Then you had CDs, and then they break or they stop working because you done played them so much. But guess what? Never goes away. Words. They never, like, they gonna be strong to the day we leave here. Words are going to stand up, and those poems are doing just that, man. That's over what, 10 years, over 20 years. My math
20
ain't
years, yeah.
math ain't mathing over 20 years, yo. Them
Yeah.
shits is older than almost. Oh,
I was going back and forth from one notebook to the next, writing those pieces. I had to get them. They was both on me, and I had to get them out.
And
But
you wrote
thanks,
them both at
Poppy,
the same
for
time.
was that?
You wrote them at the same time?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So, but thank you, Poppy, for this platform. Thank you for inviting me. I want to give love to Angel Kim and love to the other poets that spit today, because I love the word from each of you, both of you. Incredible hearts and incredible minds. Keep on pushing. Keep going.
Oh yeah. I definitely appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on, because it takes a village to make this stuff work. This ain't just me. It's y'all. That's why when I first come on to the show, I big everybody up who watch it, everybody who done tapped in. Y'all don't ask me for nothing but maybe a hug when y'all see me. You hear me? That's about, man, I can get them out all day. You know what I'm talking about? And they ain't free, baby. These things cost you talking my energy. You heard me? So just know I absolutely love it. And the fact that you done came on here, you ain't even feeling the best, because I hear it in you like you need some tea and a good lay down. So we ain't even to make this stay down for too long. You know what I'm saying? So any last minute stuff that you want to put out here for anybody, like, it ain't even got to be advice, just anything that you want to say. Like, I love absorbing the energy, man. You just have so much knowledge to give, and I want people to get it, while we can. So is there any knowledge that you want to give or anything you want to say?
Yeah, we always talk about poetry being therapy. And I know we talked about that earlier in this segment, but don't get that confused with you not having to do self-care because you're a poet. Like, don't confuse it with you not needing to get therapy. We all need self-care continuous, and we all need therapy. I was just with a friend of mine. She was in town doing a performance, Moo Fresh, and she told the audience, like, self-care is a full-time job, right? So make sure. I'm trying to read what they wrote. I'm visually impaired.
Yeah, I already know they saying this his home. I'm just running over back over the stuff, because when AK go down, I be trying to catch it back up tight. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
gotcha. Yeah, so that's the thing. Don't assume your art is enough to heal you, right? Uh, Go out and actively get your healing. Continuously go get your healing.
That part.
Know what your healing style is. Do you like nature? Do you like water? Do you like yoga? Do you like trap yoga? Do you like, like, find out what your meditative and your healing zone is, and go after it.
Man, you always saying a mouthful. I tell you that. And sometimes we got to use more than one tool in that shed. You might need to go hug a tree, hit the tree, and call your therapist all in 10 minutes with each other. Trust me, I know. So I appreciate him saying that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for us, we got to stop being scared to go to therapy. Like, we have to stop being scared to go to therapy. We need to get some of this stuff off of our chest. Like, we need somebody to talk to sometimes. So I absolutely love it. The king in the house. Let's go. So yeah, I absolutely love it. What's the second piece you're gonna give us?
It's called Zombies.
Zombies. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bobby just got in here. He said Omari, King Wise.
Who was
You know
that?
what I mean?
Who was that?
Javi.
Oh, Ivy, what up, though?
Yeah, he just got in here. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
I'm from Detroit, so y'all gonna hear me say what up, though, if you know me.
Well, I say you're, and I'm from ATL. I be like, you're, you know what I'm saying? But let me get up out.
Crack smoke in the halls and the walls contain stains of piss. All that remains is ghetto fame in this abyss. I think of days of stickball, spitball, and kickball. Now I'm dazed in the maze of quicksands and pitfalls, and it's all blasting me at the same time. I used to escape and relate through rhyme, but being black has a knack of sometimes depressing me, not the fact that I'm black, but society be stressing me and testing me. And that's just me with an active imagination trying to kill my black ass with a plan for assassination. Sambos can't comprehend the theory of a third eye being open. Too many caught up in chucking and gin, stuck in their sins, can only comprehend bucket shots at men of African blends. Paralyzed internal racists, loving all of mankind's races except his own, can't accept his own from the cradle to the grave. He disrespects his home, the ignorant living cities where the wind blows bullet holes through souls. Young minds get frozen clothes and queens aspire to become drones, marching through the marsh of the ghetto like zombies in a B-rated flick, living life slick and turning tricks in the degraded mix with the streets are peeping. Can't wait to catch a young brother sleeping and inject HIV in someone that's creeping. That's why I choose to spit the juice of the truth to the youth of the chosen tribe. So I should serve as a scribe that describes the life that God prescribes. And as I spit this, I try harder every day to live this. And you might judge me, but fuck you. Because see, I'm my own worst critic. I don't want to be a preacher. I want to be a little kid in the street teacher, a young brother that's mentally blind reacher, a contract with the devil breacher, because my heart pumps nothing but love for my people, the down and out, the forgotten and lost, those who paid the cost for racist conservatives to be comfortable and wealthy, and the price our children pay is being hungry, miseducated, and unhealthy, diabetic, lead poison, and asthmatic, attacked with images of pimping pastors, alcoholics, and crack addicts, and they attend schools with very few books and supplies, and the books they do have possess nothing but lies, and at noon they consume the food of doom and wash it down with sour milk inside of roach-infested rooms, living as symbols of marginalism and mediocrity. But to me, this is genetic hypocrisy. So the engineered ignorant become fathers and mothers, committing criminal acts of conception under bullet-riddled covers, raising tomorrow's non-leaders on hood plantations, sweat equity never paid in reparations. This is a sad-ass nation. I pour gasoline libations. I hope the soul of America's purified and granted reincarnation. Wake up and smell the carnations. Black skin is still up for free labor arbitration. In fact, we still auction on blocks, with the new name is incarceration. They call this unchained melody, but they cuff chains to our melanin, create ill change and call us felons to keep our community felon. That's why crack racks keep selling and house niggas keep telling stories of Kool-Aid stains, chicken grease, and watermelons. Because we zombies with no real grave to lay in. Keep using false imagery, on our knees praying all the time. Our children are sipping the zombie juice, lifting the zombie noose, coon shucking and jiving, equating raw sex with thriving. See, life could be enhanced simply through positive vibe, and that nigga shit, I'm tired of seeing it, just like I was tired of being it. I want you to take the God in prison in you and free it so we can bring it home with these specialized urban poems for those that roam in mental forbidden zones. It's time to escape and raise the bar before it's too late. Time to live life and not wait for a homicidal fate. Change the culture in you. Eliminate the vulture in you. When times get hard, stay true. And when in question, ask yourself, what would God do?
Boy, it take the darkness to bring out the stars. So thank you for blacking out. Yeah, that was hard.
Boy, yes, it was. He definitely just blacked out, and we needed it. So tonight, y'all, I'm going to close the show out a little bit different, man. I told you, me and my big friend be out there dancing, and I ain't no core, I ain't with, you know what I'm talking about, but I do my little jig or whatever. So tonight, I just wanted to show y'all what we be out here doing. And we're going to end the show with it. So let's do it. Let's go.
Yo, what's good? We going up. We really be taking our time on the Manny. We gotta, yeah, I will exceed today. Yeah, I will succeed today. I will exceed today. I will succeed today. What?
Yeah, get out my way. Hey, that for real. I'm going to succeed every day. Every morning we get up like the sun, baby. We up like the sun because we start our day off like that. So y'all already know my saying. Make sure you wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes. And we out.
Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-notez gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praise everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it. I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out.
We really be taking our time on the Manny.